Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is a very broad question that is often asked in job interviews because it cuts to the point of where you envisage your life going. It's not long-term enough to just say retired, but it's also not short-term enough to focus on the day-to-day. If you want to be successful, you need to create a roadmap of where you want to be so that you can then work backwards on short-term aims that build up to the 5-year goal. You can fake the answer for a job interview. However, for your own life, you should figure out where you want to be in 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Too many people fail to plan for their life and wander through life aimlessly. By having clarity of where you are going when life springs surprises on you, which it will, you have better clarity of how to react or which options to take. Because you can frame your options based on what will help you get closer to where you see yourself in 5 years' time. If you want to be a millionaire and you have no money or assets saved, then you know that you need to make $200,000 in net profit for the next 5 years. And you can then work back on how you can achieve that. A 5-year plan can also help you put into perspective the bad times and help you through the tough times to continue to push through because you can visualize what you are aiming for. 5 years is also a period of time to gain advanced knowledge and or experience in an area where you can excel. You also know that if 3 years in, it hasn't fully clicked yet, there's still 2 more years to go to push through to that more advanced level. Realistically, if you set yourself a goal to be a millionaire, and for these simple terms, I'm defining millionaire as having $1 million in assets, then you most likely won't earn $200,000 each year if you are starting something new. Realistically, you are much more likely to earn $20,000 year 1, perhaps $30,000 year 2. Perhaps by year 3, you start to get going and earn $150,000, $250,000 in year 4. In year 5, you become an expert and now you might earn the rest at $550,000 for year 5. These are just made up numbers, but the point is, if you dedicate yourself to something today and work on it consistently and passionately for the next 5 years, the results will compound. Not to mention, if you invest wisely and compound your money, the $20,000 you earn in year 1 could be worth thousands more by year 5. But don't get lost in the numbers or focus too hard just on money, because even to get that money, you need to be doing something to earn it, which requires you to develop some type of skill, knowledge, and experience. So instead of focusing on money, focus on what will be that skill, knowledge, or experience. Do you want to start your own business, sell real estate, become an accountant, become a day trader on the stock market? There are plenty of options and you need to focus on what you enjoy. If you look at what you are passionate about and willing to put the effort into, then it will guide you on how you might achieve some of those goals. Moving away from money. If you want to be married with a kid in 5 years and you're single now, well, you already know you need to meet your partner at least before year 4 to give time for the baby to be born. If you are 50 kilos or 100 pounds overweight, you need to plan that out too, so you can lose it in a healthy manner. You might be able to lose more early on, but as you get further down, the weight loss will be slower. You also need to be realistic. I'm relatively tall compared to some people, but I'm not tall enough to play in the NBA, and at my age, which again, I'm relatively young, I still am too old to be planning to get the skills at the level to make it in the NBA. I could work for the NBA in another capacity if that was my ultimate dream. However, whilst I enjoy watching NBA matches, I am not a die-hard fan nor committed to working in the NBA because it's just not my ultimate passion. If I was 10 and loved the NBA, I would decide to focus on getting myself to a stage where I was scoring a certain amount of points a game, running at a particular speed, and so on. It's been said that to become an expert, you need to spend 10,000 hours dedicated working on the given topic? Well, 10,000 hours is 2,000 hours per year, approximately 38 hours a week, which is approximately the equivalent of working 9 to 5 schedule 5 years. Based on the theory, would become an expert on the topic. So if you really want to become an expert in a field, if you can get a job working in or around it, you will be well on your way to becoming an expert in the field. Now that may sound simplistic, and for these purposes it is, but if you're wondering how you achieve those other elements mentioned in the video, whether it be income goals or lifestyle goals or health goals, don't worry, we will be covering those in other videos. So if you enjoyed this information and want more, please like and subscribe. And if you comment where you see yourself in 5 years' time, I'll be happy to give input where I can. Now, finally, I want to set you a challenge. Take a little bit of time on your own. Visualize what you want to be. Write it down as much detail as you can. Keep a copy somewhere where you can refer to it regularly. Some people post it in their bedroom or bathroom so they can see it every day. Others keep a copy in their wallet or purse, or make it as their phone background. Wherever you keep it, make sure you can see it regularly and can refer to it regularly and then reflect on it. On a side note, I look forward to 5 years' time and being able to look back at this video.